The DC Studios reportedly tested multiple versions of the film before selecting the final version. Theatrical cut, those sources disagree on how significant those disagreements were, meaning they could have been like really heated and like really serious conversations. Now, this is a tricky one because it's Craig Gillespie's film, but it's James Gunn's universe. I hate to keep harping on a certain topic, but it's hard when it's in the news constantly. But let's talk about Supergirl again. So James Gunn, his DC Studios contract could expire sooner than expected. This is a report coming after the underperformance of Supergirl, this increasing scrutiny of Gunn's leadership over the DC universe. I guess there were reports that claim that Gunn and director Craig Gillespie clashed on the film and certain aspects of it. Now, you know, this is just a story, so I mean, I don't know if there's truth to that or not. I don't know who was trying to do what. There's not much information that was given to us. It does say the DC Studios reportedly tested multiple versions of the film before selecting the final version. Theatrical cut, those sources disagree on how significant those disagreements were, meaning they could have been like really heated and like like really serious conversations. Now, this is a tricky one because it's Craig Gillespie's film, but it's James Gunn's universe. So I understand that Gunn has the pressure on him, but at the same time, you have these directors that are trying to fulfill your vision and, trying to do their own thing and put their own spin on it. But then they're unable to because of the head of the studio and it not fitting in his vision or what have you. Now, I've been on several live streams over this past week talking about Supergirl and my thoughts on it. I did enjoy it. I didn't mind it. I thought it was good. It followed Woman of Tomorrow very faithfully, with the exception of the ending, which I'm not going to get into. But now people are saying James Gunn's future is in jeopardy because of the performance of Supergirl.
That's not true. We all know it.
Explain to me why.
Because there is more to come, and everyone knows that.
But you also got to remember that Warner Brothers has just been purchased. Let's not forget that.
Yes, but I don't think Paramount's going to cancel new Superman movies.
Netflix.
Oh, didn't Paramount win?
Netflix won.
I don't think Netflix is going to cancel a already
Didn't they?
filmed.
I thought Paramount won.
Did Paramount get them?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I don't think Paramount's going to cancel movies that are halfway finished. Because the Superman, what is it?
The Man of Tomorrow.
Man of Tomorrow is already being filmed, and you're not going to cancel that. You may give him one more movie, and then if that doesn't work out, then you're going to cancel his contract.
Well, a lot of people are saying Batman is going to be the determining factor.
Well, Batman will be great, but
I strongly recommend, if you have not seen Supergirl and you enjoy superhero movies, superheroine films, then go see this movie. You enjoy bad movies.
Everyone enjoys bad movies.
I mean, I
enjoy pixels for a living.
I think DC has lost its way. That's my opinion. I think,
in what way?
I think DC is trying to be Marvel, and that's going to kill them because that's not what DC is. And if they're trying to be Marvel and they're trying to follow the Marvel model, it's just going to be dud after dud after dud. That's not.
But do you put all that blame on one person? Is the question. Because obviously, yes, James Gunn is trying to fulfill his vision of what his universe would look like. But at the same time, how much pressure is he getting from the studio to get these things done.
Right, that's the problem. I mean, it's the studio. I'm not saying it's James Gunn, but I'm just saying whoever, like, if you're just trying to crank out these movies like Marvel does, it's not going to be successful. That's what DC's strength was that those movies were rare and they were...
I'm still here, guys.
Darker and deeper, and they stuck with Batman and Superman, those characters that you almost can't mess up, you know? And now that they're like going into like all these other little side characters, I'm not saying I don't like it. I haven't seen Supergirl, but it looks good to me. But they're trying to be like Marvel, and when you do that, everyone's just going to be like, yeah, but this isn't as good as Marvel.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know why you would try to replicate Marvel at this point, because that's like 10 years ago now.
Well, they have to do something different. You have to show you're different.
Yeah, no, I agree with that completely.
How are they different? You know?
I agree with that completely, but I mean, I just feel that I don't think he's gotten enough of a chance. You know, I'm going to get behind Gunn and oh man, just really try and hang in there with him and get his vision fulfilled. I don't think we've seen, again, I said this on another stream, there's been 2 movies and 1 show and 1 animated series under him. I mean, again, I don't, how much, and that raises another great question, how much time do you give him to figure this stuff out?
Okay, so question. In Marvel, is there like one guy over the vision of it?
Probably
like
Kevin
Gunn?
Feige would be who that would be. Yes, there usually is one person at the head of the table who's trying to get the vision done.
Like, I've never heard of him. So
who?
Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige. Okay, he was responsible for everything pretty much leading up to Endgame. He was responsible for a great deal of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and its success and some of its failures. So, and he's still doing it. I mean, it's still him in charge. So he's kind of like the James Gunn. I think James Gunn's taking more of a forward role because he's actually directing films.
Yeah, that's different.
Where Kevin Feige is the producer and kind of the...
Well, he is also... Isn't he like president of Marvel?
Well, he's the president of Marvel, but again, I also think like the Russo brothers have a lot of say because they had so much success with,
but like
Infinity Wars and Endgame and Cap. Go ahead.
You would never refer to Kevin Feige's Marvel Universe like the same way you refer to James Gunn's DC Universe.
Oh, no, I agree with that, and that's what I was saying. He's taken a much more, like, front row seat for this thing with DC.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
Could be, but he also wanted to direct Superman. That could also, he didn't have to do that. He could have stayed in the back and said, I want my vision to look like this, but he wanted to direct Superman.
Yeah.
Why is Supergirl involved? I don't know. That is a future thing that only James Gunn and Peter Safran know. I don't know why. I assume that they are building up to some type of crisis-like event, like Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Well, in like an ensemble movie.
Exactly.
Right.
They're building to, but I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Brainiac.
People are wondering why Supergirl came next. I don't know. That's a good question.
It probably is Brainiac, to be honest.
Well,
maybe, but I mean, Brainiac's not really mentioned in Supergirl. I thought he would have a bigger kind of part to play in that, but he wasn't even mentioned in that whole movie. He hasn't been mentioned. I know he's Man of Tomorrow's villain, but Supergirl didn't do anything for him. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No, that's it. I was just like, I have no idea. I've lost it. Sorry.
Okay, well, that's fine too. Let us know what you guys think about this whole Supergirl thing and James Gunn and the DCEU. Do you think that we're going in the right direction? Do you think the Batman movie will save Gunn? Do you think that's what they're waiting on?
Probably.
Let us know in the comments. Make sure you ring the bell so you know when we go live. Hype the video if you can. We'll see you in the next one.